Why are they scared of going to High Court? I don't know.
This is our special
If you could just
we are not going to stop the High Court.
No. I am not. But there is a finding. Can you see? Hello, excuse me, sir. There is a clear finding that the physically disabled persons who are in the tainted list, they will not be allowed to appear in the examination. But your lordships have said something else in your lordship's judgment. I listen.
This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
If you look at the order passed by Justice Amrita Sinha, if you look at that order, attention of this court has been drawn to the order passed by the Honorable Court, wherein there is a specific direction that candidates whose names appear in the list of tainted candidates will not be permitted to participate in the recruitment process. Prayer has been made to direct the Commission to publish the tainted list in such a manner so that the identity of the candidates can be properly ascertained. So this issue is being looked into.
But so far as the tainted candidates,
our tainted candidates,
this is our special petition. Kindly see, this is
we will not interdict the High Court from looking into all issues.
No.
Yeah. Only whatever issues the High Court.
One issue here, because I appeared before the High Court. There is one set of issues which pertains to tainted, untainted, so on and so forth. The second set of issues which your lordships have already taken note of and adjudicated upon is prior weightage. Meaning 10 marks prior teaching.
No, that is not even before.
Yes, no.
That was what the High Court
said. You will not apply the new rules to the untainted candidates. So as to keep them out.
Your lordships will clarify that.
High Court will be considering the constitutionality of the new rules.
Yes,
Any will also get the weightage mark.
Can I pass on?
No, the High Court is considering the constitutional validity that cannot be interdicted at this stage.
Calling for interview or add it only at the stage of interview.
These two questions.
We get filtered out. Decided by the High Court, not even at the inception.
But
now that the High Court is seized of actually, how many matters are pending?
Why are they scared of going to High Court? I don't know.
This is our special
petition. You could just
we are not going to stop the High Court.
No. I am not. But there is a finding. Can you see? Hello, excuse me, sir. There is a clear finding that the physically disabled persons who are in the tainted list, they will not be allowed to appear in the examination. But your lordships have said something else in your lordship's judgment. I listen.
We have never said any tainted candidate will be allowed.
Physically disabled.
Physically disabled, untainted candidate. I remember distinctly, Dr. Mukhinder.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship.
Tainted means tainted.
They stand on the same candidate as that
OBC category.
Can I trace that paragraph to your lordship?
If you get the benefit of 7 years,
kindly come to page 60.
The High Court is interpreting the order.
Page 60.
Yes, paragraph number.
Page 60.
Yes.
Paragraph 47. First I read, then paragraph 48. Some of the appointed candidates who do not fall within the category of tainted candidates may have previously.
What is the other issue? That is with regard to going back to the.
Kindly come to page 48. Paragraph 48. Later we address the case of disabled candidates. Our attention has been drawn to such cases where the improved judgment held that the appointee Mr. Somadar shall be allowed to continue on humanitarian ground while we will not interfere with the findings. We will make it clear that other differently capable will not be entitled to same benefit as would contradict legal principles. So, however, in consideration of disability, these candidates will be permitted to continue and will receive wages until the fresh selection. Next, paragraph 49. These disabled candidates mentioned in the previous paragraph will be allowed to participate in the fair selection process if required with age relaxation and other concessions. But if your lordship,
Next sentence.
similarly other candidates
This is
Similarly indicates that
tainted cannot appear, whether disabled label is immaterial.
that whatever you know, we have no other
Keep your blend.
One request that this issue of
the disabled candidates is
Allow
blue-eyed
only
for
for
your
2 minutes.
benefit.
Item number
one request.
14.25.
10 marks may not be
You
real.
know, all parties are before the High Court and the High Court.
Again and again before the High Court to bring in the tainted candidate. We do not understand why.
High Court is not. High Court is not
because
listening.
our interpretation we have done it.
All these cases we are going to close.
At least this candidate, Professor Emma, should get the
Well,
7
let the
years
High Court
benefit
decide.
All issues you raise,
because examination is over there.
all issues you can raise before.
Lordships have already adjudicated.
We are not going to have parallel proceedings.
I have one.
He was appointed with the due process of law.
Prior to experience,
Sorry,
the High Court by
That
looking at
High Court
prior
will decide.
experience again.
that is a different issue. It does not come with
You have not.
Yes.
judgment.
High Court is considering the constitutional validity, not the same thing.
One of so far as
We are closing all matters.
here we were.
Lordship, kindly all this kindly
You are the villain of the piece.
One conclusion I have made.
don't allow to High Court additional Lordship.
There was a findings division bench regarding the teaching experience which has been given, that has been sanctioned by the division bench. Then one Orunima Pal was the unsuccessful candidate.
She was a tainted candidate.
No, why the School Service Commission is interested in this matter?
Opposing everything against that.
Arunima Paul, I dismissed.
No.
Yes.
Exactly.
Why the SSC is so much concerned?
Exactly, I am saying that.
Kindly
just
Lordship,
hear me for 2 minutes.
25, kindly
Orunima
contact Lordship from
Pal,
this.
who was unsuccessful in 2016 selection process.
But she was not even selected.
Yes.
Not been selected. Now, in 2025, he challenged that. Against that.
Perhaps you have changed
What
it.
is that? No. Please, kindly allow. No.
No, the High Court is considering the constitutionality of the rules. Let the High Court decide the matter.
Kindly just hear me,
You know
Miller.
that decibel levels work at the Supreme Court.
Miller, kindly just hear me, Miller. Just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Without any interruption. Then you are also to dismiss my contents. I have no difficulty.
2 minutes, start now.
2 minutes, just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Unsuccessful. 2016, 2025, they sat. They became again unsuccessful. They challenged the division bench judgment, where the division bench upheld the provisions of the teaching experience, right? And against that, SLP has been filed. Your Lordship dismissed that. Therefore, those who are saying
You
about
need to also see what the locus of that person was.
no.
We did not
Yes.
say anything on the merits of the matter.
So,
Your dismissal of the matter does not mean that all principles in that judgment have been upheld.
Yes.
Because therefore, all of you go back to the High Court.
Lorships are not deciding the para 47. Para 47. We are on the next category. We are not on the
7.
para 47.
7 you've been allowed to join, is it?
No. I have a small request.
They can argue before the High Court.
Let that not be disposed of by this order in 19.
47 is people who are wanting
One
to
set
go back
is
to
not
their earlier job.
joined already, one removed and then came back for this, my lord. Your lordship permitted them to go back to their respective departments.
Within the state of West Bengal.
Yes. Now, my lord, we represent about 30-40 people, my lord. What has happened with them is simultaneously, after they joined in this, my lord, simultaneously they got appointment orders from one other different department of the West Bengal itself. Since they have joined and there was no case pending at that point of time, they could not join the other department, but they continued here.
That's going
But
beyond 40.
now today I am left with no remedy. We are all age
kind
of candidate.
Does not cover that situation where
There are
offer of another job which you never joined.
there are vacancies.
We also permitted you to go back to the job that you left. Come into
Placed similarly.
There are
Similarly.
go back to the high
Similarly, Lordship,
How to offer new
go back to the high
seven years
Allow us to
benefit,
go
7
back to
years
the
job
high court.
benefit,
Let the employers.
day
can be
Item number
by the High Court.
Just withdraw here and go back to the High Court.
and again.
Judgment should not come to the way of profession.
That should be made.
You won't say anything, whatever you wish to say before the High
Please
Court.
withdraw these plans.
Yes.
On High Court.
19.15, 19.16, I'll withdraw.
19.15,
15 and 16.
19.1.
All of us say that, Lord. Same order.
Moana, which one do you want?
19.9 to 19.23. I appeal.
19.9.
9 to 19.
All of them.
All of them. My Lord.
This
With
person
liberty, my
has
Lord.
liberty to
Approach the High Court.
Approach the High
For the same relief.
for seeking redressal.
One more thing, my Lord. The findings in
accordance with law.
the judgment of the court should not come in the way.
Yes.
We won't say anything.
19.1, 19.8 also.
19.1,
All same one.
19.15 and 16.
19.15
15 and 19.16.
19.38. 19.38.
19.27, my lord.
19.27.
Just one minute. There is one clarification, my lord, would be needed, because now after the result, they have published a list only by name, and the list of tainted candidates are there. Now it is very difficult to find out.
High Court is seized of that.
Your lordship, we just
Once the High Court is seized of that issue, then
One suggestion on the High Court. On the High Court,
we'll make a
Your Lordship in
clarification.
November 23 had
19.27.
Yes, Ms. Makinis.
Lordships have said that 31st December the exercise must finish, Your Lordships. Now, unfortunately, I've just given this list. There are more than 70 matters which have been filed in the High
That,
Court.
of course, will have to.
Lordships, let me finish. Where different aspects, there's hair splitting, different aspects are being challenged. I have no problems in the matters remaining pending. All that I'm saying to Your Lordships is that matters can go on, but let no interim orders be drafted.
Yes.
Court hasn't passed any interim order. Why is that?
Continue with the
Court hasn't passed any interim order. Honorable Supreme Court cannot be.
The tainted candidates have gotten through, they can't get.
Yes.
No tainted candidate.
No.
Other matters which need to be withdrawn.
suggestion on the High Court.
Withdrawal matters anymore.
Now we will get decision more.
19.25, Your Lordship. 19.25.
Now we will decision.
If you want to withdraw, say so. No, you're not pursuing it here. There are 47 orders have already been implemented.
I'm working in the autonomous body in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sansthan. They are not.
Where are you?
In Bengal.
Why is he not returned to his?
No, we have given everyone. We have
He's
given.
in Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Central government is not our government.
Central government perhaps is not a party. We have only said the government, which means the state government. State government and autonomous body. Autonomous body, Kendriya Vidyalaya is a central government organization. It's not an autonomous body. It is not an autonomous body.
Plus, going back to the High Court, may I make a suggestion, Your Lordships, in November 23, when Your Lordships
Different
order,
you'll have to go back to
there are a lot of matters as Your Lordships can see. There are a lot of matters, a lot of issues. Your Lordships want to send everything back to the High Court. Very well. Because in November 23, when my Lords had passed a similar order at the interim stage, my Lords had said go before division bench and hear it expeditiously. My Lords may pass a similar order this time, so the matter can be heard finally.
No.
Just one prayer, my lord.
That's all now. Let us dictate the order.
Pass the
The order.
Yes.
Your Lordship, will your Lordship please to
continue,
take up the intervention applications in item
You should
19?
be permitted to continue, my lord, till the time allocated.
No further order. High Court will please
All issues to address.
will be heard by the High Court.
Yes.
Will your Lordship be pleased to take up the intervention applications, Your Lordship, in item
Go
19?
before the High Court. By this, because we then the state government and bodies which come under the state government.
No, just 1 minute, my lord. I go there. We will approach the High Court in 2 weeks' time. Kindly look at this. Your Lordship. 2 weeks, kindly give us protection.
Your Lordship,
Approach the High Court.
will Your Lordship be pleased to take up the intervention applications in item 19, Your Lordship?
8 of 2025 has already been entertained by a learned judge of the Calcutta High Court, and various issues were flagged by the learned judge in the order. What is the date of this order?
There are various orders, Your Lordship.
19/11/2025.
Yes.
The matters pending before this court as on date were kept. The matters on matters on file before this court as on date were kept pending. You got the sentence. The matters on the file of this court as on date were kept pending only for the purpose of verifying as to whether or not the directions of this court in the judgment dated 3/4/2025 in state of West Bengal versus Baisakhi were being implemented scrupulously, as we now find that a learned judge of the Calcutta High Court has taken up that issue. We are of the opinion that it would be appropriate that the High Court, being the court of the first instance, undertakes this exercise instead of this court.
Yes.
It would be open to all the petitioners, public applicants before this court, to approach the High Court for redressal of their grievances.
Yes, ma'am.
In accordance with law.
However, the selection process which is underway will not be stopped, Your Lordships.
We will not say anything.
Nothing. What sort of player is made?
Direction.
It's the time frame. As and when they come with an extension petition, then you can open.
I don't have stop to any selection.
I'm deeply obliged.
Will Lordship be kind enough to take up the intervention applications, Your Lordship, in treatment applications or item 19?
Got an order
through.
That's right.
None of the tainted candidates are permitted to slip through
11th November, 12th November.
during the fresh selection, be it on one pretext or the other. The High Court shall also ensure that the list of tainted candidates is placed in the public domain.
Yes. Yes.
With full details. With full details.
Grateful.
So as to ensure that
And
this does not happen.
candidates should get the benefit of 7 years.
Your Lordships, it will be Lordships to say that the process should not be stopped.
When it comes to seek to read more into certain aspects of the judgment dated 3/4/2025, would also be at liberty to raise such hermeneutics, HERMENEUTICS, before the High Court.
Your Lordship said that your Lordships have referred to an earlier the single judge's order. Well, against that, there are several other orders. There is an order of 12th of November.
19th November.
11th November.
11th November. I want those also. Same learned judge. 11th November. 12th November. 19th November.
11th November, 12th November.
20th November.
In those orders also issues are being flagged.
All issues and
What them are
7, 12 and 19.
7, 11, 12.
7, 11, 12 and 19.
And the judge is hearing all the issues.
Dates of successful candidates also, so that it can be compared, right?
7, 11, 12.
Compare this.
Compare what?
7, 11.
Those who have succeeded in the exam.
19.
Why would we want the untainted candidates to be looked at? That's unnecessary.
Able to know.
Unless the High Court is now on a time frame, they have to complete it as
the matter is fixed on 28.
Lordship, will the Lordship be kind enough to take up the intervention applications, Your Lordship?
And the applications are disposed of in the
Deeply obliged.
Consider saying uninfluenced in our future.
This will ultimately bring them back into question.
shall
High Court can look into it.
matters uninfluenced by
Yes.
any of the observations on merits made by this court in the earlier orders.
And one more line, Lordship, kindly add one more line. Untainted candidates
We've already discussed as withdrawn various matters. You want to withdraw?
Lordship, these are the cancer patients. We have claimed the similar relief orders on humanitarian grounds.
That was refused by the court.
Cancer patients and all that. We only said dealt with physically disabled candidates. Soma Das was a blind. Cancer and blind. She was a physically
The
disabled.
court categorically held Soma Das case will not be applicable.
She was a physically disabled candidate too. She might have had cancer also, but she was within our scope only as a physically disabled candidate.
Because the matter is listed day after. This order may be uploaded today. It's listed day after.
Uploaded today.
Very great.
Go before the High Court, please.
My lord, extremely obliged to the Honorable Court.
If your Lordship may be kind enough, your Lordship, in item 19.
Go before the High Court.
Now vacate.
Already given
Space
that.
for others.
My lords, your court will now empty out, my lords.
Yes.
Lordship, insofar as
Your Lordship, in item 19, intervention applications.